Hi, this is Enchanting Nubian Net. Welcome back. And to all of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm bringing you emergency news. Right now in the US, there is a tsunami warning center that is monitoring advisories and warnings that are remaining active because Hawaii is under the highest threat. There needs to be urgent action for everyone to stay informed and to evacuate if instructed. Not only Hawaii, but the West Coast, California, Washington State, and even Alaska. They're under advisory as well. They have right now minor wave heights, but it's likely to be very dangerous currents that can continue for hours. And local authorities across all these regions recommend evacuation, especially for those of you who live on the coastal zones, to stay inland and away from all the shores until official all clear is given. Plus, there will be aftershocks, and we know that these can be very powerful. So, I'm going to give you more background information. Earlier today at 4:25 Pacific time, there was a magnitude 8.8, everyone. 8.8 earthquake struck off the coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. My apologies if I mispronounced the words. So this happened approximately, again, in the afternoon, Pacific time today, 119 kilometers southeast of Petropavlovsky and Kamchatsky at a shallow depth. And the quake was the most strongest. It was recorded in the Kamchatka region. It has been the strongest since 1952, everyone, so many decades ago. And it has ranked among the six largest globally all around the world since 1900. And there were several strong aftershocks of a magnitude 6.9 that followed within that hour. So, regarding Russia and Japan in Severodvinsk, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, my apologies, in the Kuril Islands, lots of flooding happened. Residents there were evacuated and many injuries were reported. The waves were 3 to 4 meters in height. And in Japan, over 900,000 people were evacuated. And this took place in Fukushima, Hokkaido, and other areas where the waves, they were measured according to online reports 1 meter in Hokkaido, and even more potential tsunamis in other areas. Now in the US, in Hawaii, there was also a tsunami warning was issued for all of the Hawaiian Islands, and you know there are numerous. Many evacuations were ordered, emergency centers were activated, and there were sirens that were blaring around 7 p.m. The waves there were 1 to 3 meters above tide. So, even closer now in the West Coast, there was a tsunami watch as well for most of California coast and even the Oregon, Washington areas around 6:30 p.m. this Pacific time. And in Northern California, around Crescent City area and other areas, they had a tsunami warning as well. So all along the coastal areas, there were flooding and high currents. And these were some of the arrival times or predicted times, everyone. So in Fort Bragg, the arrival time, according to the experts, would be around 11:50 p.m. Crescent City, 11:55 p.m. Monterey, 12:15 a.m. San Francisco, 12:40 a.m. Los Angeles Harbor, 1:05 a.m. Newport Beach, 1:10 a.m. Oceanside, La Jolla, 1:15 a.m. And then Oregon, they will have huge waves, 1 to 2 feet, and strong currents expected. So, of course, everyone must stay out of the water. Do not go near the beaches at all, nor near the marinas. And everyone in all of these areas, especially in the West Coast, follow all the local evacuation orders. So, everyone, I'm very shocked to hear this, but then again, it's Mother Nature. And as we know, these last 2 years, and I just made a video on this, how we have so many natural disasters that are very consistent. I had a video based on the flooding in Texas. I think that was around 2 weeks ago. And here I'm thinking, okay, we're approaching August, which is hurricane season. And before hurricane season, now we have a tsunami and 8.8 earthquake that we need to be prepared for. So anyone that you know in these areas, please make sure that you contact them, give them the warnings, and try to keep in touch with them as much as possible. I really hope that everyone will remain safe and take heed. It doesn't matter if you have survived a previous natural disaster and had warnings that seem very severe like this. Leave your home. You cannot take your home with you. Leave your possessions and just take yourself. And of course, if you have important paperwork, if you have it nearby, you take that and you go to stay safe. So another point I want to make is the Kuril-Kamchatka subduction zone they said it's capable of generating massive megathrust earthquakes. And many, many years ago, in 1952, this earthquake took place in Severo Kurilsk. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right at all. It's Kurilsk. That quake was 9.0, and it caused catastrophic tsunamis with up to 18 meters. And then it was 2,300 fatalities, an estimate of that number. So everyone be prepared. Please take heed. And I really hope that everyone is in an area where the elevation is safe. Avoid the coastal areas. Make sure that you are staying in tune to all of the warnings. And take precaution. So, everyone, thank you for watching. I'm going to continue watching the news myself to keep updated. And I hope that everyone stays safe. And please, spread this video, the news, share the video, and keep your loved ones in contact. And I just hope that everything will turn out the best way possible. That everyone, because we have warnings ahead of time, that more lives will be saved. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Keep your head on a swivel at all times.
Weather Service has just issued a tsunami warning for all of Hawaii, parts of Alaska, and a tsunami watch for the entire West Coast following a massive 8.7 magnitude earthquake that rocked eastern Russia. In Hawaii, the National Weather Service says a series of powerful waves and strong currents may impact coasts on all of the islands. Residents and vacationers there have received an alert on their phones, alerting them that they are in danger, that they should get away from coastal waters and move to high ground or inland now. One alert is telling people to get to the 4th floor of buildings or higher. The estimated arrival time for the first tsunami wave in Hawaii is at 7:17 p.m. local time. Warning sirens are expected to go off shortly. Now, parts of Alaska are also under a tsunami warning. Here on the West Coast, a watch is in effect from the Mexico border all the way north to Washington state. This is the lowest level of the warning center's alert system, and that means that while the threat is not really known yet, residents should be prepared to take action if needed. And if generated, tsunami waves are not expected on the West Coast until late tonight or early tomorrow morning. This all comes after that huge earthquake that struck off the eastern coast of Russia, prompting evacuations and reportedly damaging buildings. The governor of the region said that the earthquake was very serious, and the strongest one there in decades.